It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
With Bids.
And Bottles.
You know, Rose. This is our sponsor. We do this every week. We want you guys to go check it out.
That Red Rose.
So look, we're certain guys, right? And we like to groom ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in certain times when we grooming ourselves, you know, you got to be particular. You got to take care of yourself, right? The only way you can really take care of yourself is by using what?
Presence beard kit.
You know what I mean? It got everything you need. All of the two essentials.
This joint in here, bro, it got a comb. It got the beard balm. It got the beard bonnet.
Show them the beard balm.
They got the beard balm.
Show them the oil. Show them the oil.
They got the, oh shit, hold on. They got the dust bag.
Everything
got the beard oil.
So it's a different thing when you're dealing with that. So
comb.
Presence is where it's at. You want to get your beard right. You want to get your beard together. You want to be able to sleep right. You want to be able to be good. You want to be the oil, the Nikes, the essence, the smell. You want your wife to be like,
You know what I'm saying?
Presence. Beard kit.
Yo, use that special Beers and Bottles promo code.
Use that now.
25% off.
It's at the bottom of this. 25% off. Use the Beers and Bottles promo code. All right? So Presence Beard Kit. It's us.
Hey guys, it's Dom, and I just poured up with Beers and Bottles. So it was collectively, I'm going to go back into that story. That's very important because people don't know that to this day.
Right.
We've talked about it, but Caden was 2.5, 3 years old.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking. So he wasn't speaking full sentences, right? So we took him to the doctor. The doctor was like, oh, he should be saying this and he should be saying that. I'm like, well, he's not. So what are we going to do about that? Since he was 2.5, he was able to get early intervention services. A lot of people don't know about that, and it's very important. If you see something before the age of 3 or 4, you're able to get free services for your child, which is early intervention services throughout the state of New Jersey. So we got him free speech therapy services, and as soon as we got that, within 2 weeks, we saw a difference. Like, he was talking. I think that he just was an only child. He really wasn't engaging with other kids at that time.
Right.
He wasn't in school. He was in a private daycare at somebody's house that we loved, that lived around the neighborhood.
I remember.
You don't remember her? So
yeah.
He wasn't engaging with other kids. And we started speech therapy, and we put him into a private daycare, which was a school based. It was a school at 3 years old, and we saw him take off. And when we noticed that, we was like, all right, we got something. But going back, when he wasn't talking, he was mimicking a whole fucking Blue's Clues episode without speaking.
When he wasn't talking.
When he wasn't talking, like he would just. We knew something was already like in his mind, like he was already like thinking about things. So we gravitated towards that, and he was already a handsome kid. Like, you got a handsome kid, and then he can memorize lines. You got something on your hands. You got something.
And so that was the first like glimpse, I guess, of you guys seeing what he can do and how he can do it. And which I just started taking pictures and started sending them.
We did not take pictures. So going back to, I don't know, I can't even think of the dates right now. It was definitely after we got married, so I'm gonna say about 2013. We heard on the radio, we was already thinking about getting Caden into the field, so we heard on the radio like, hey, do you have a child actor, or you have a child at home that loves to sing and dance? And me and Keith looked at each other. We were outside of Cut Creatives, and because that's where Keith used to get his hair cut. And we were like, oh shit, let's go, let's call that. So we called it, we went to New York, we had the audition. It was basically like in a hotel conference room, and your kid goes in and they say, oh, your kid is so handsome, but these are the package prices.
Oh man.
So we went home, we thought about it, we were like, all right, we're gonna do this or not. All of our family and friends are telling us, nah, you shouldn't pay for that, that's a gimmick, like they gonna steal y'all money, whatever. Me and Keith looked at each other like, we gonna do it, and we took the chance, we did it, and we went down to Florida. He had this whole audition process.
That shit was like 10 bands. I remember that joint. That
See, we getting some money. It was expensive.
It was expensive, bro. Yo,
we get into finances.
We talking about 2013. At that
2013
time,
was expensive.
We was young. We was
expensive.
26, maybe at the time 27.
I was young. I was 26.
Yeah, we was young.
I was 26 years old.
Remember, we wasn't 30.
We
wasn't 30 for 2016.
I was 26 years old.
Age,
yeah, we are.
So at 2013, we 26, about to be 27.
It was very expensive. So
I remember.
At the end of the day,
and I'm like, bro, you about to spend? Y'all about to spend?
We literally only paid for that. When we got to the hotel, still had to pay for hotels, still had to pay for food, still had to pay for, you know what I'm saying, beverages. It was Disney World. He wanted to go to the parks. We were only there for the damn workshops and for him to meet someone, right? So then he looking at us, and it was his He was 3 turning 4, so it was his 4th birthday. So we were like, all right, we want to figure it out.
Kid let they son of cancer like me. You know he turned out like us. You know what I mean? Big cancer gang.
He's very much Louis.
Big
very much.
That's my baby boy.
Yes, he's very much a cancer.
He's like, oh, what's up, Uncle Louis? I'm like, oh yeah, that's the energy gang.
Yeah, very much a cancer. So we tried it. You know, we did it. He was the second youngest that was there. He came out, I don't know, top 2. Out of all the kids, it was thousands of kids that were there. Thousands of kids. Yeah. And he just showed us what he could do. Right. And from there, we're still with the same manager that we met.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
We're still with the same manager.
10 years later.
So let's jump into G-Rod with me too. You know what I'm saying? Look, let's jump into G-Rod with me. Bring it back. My daughter's a couple younger than Kaiten. So my daughter is Kaiten about to be 15 this year.
So they're 5 years.
They're 4.5 years apart.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, Ari was born 2013. Kate was born 2009.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But my daughter's December. They did her and Dom are Sagittarius.
Yeah, we are. And that's my baby.
So we was looking, you know, to send some pictures in and get some pictures. Hit Keith. Keith hit me with the right agency. We hit the people with the pictures to get the right agency. We booked our first gig at Kids R Us, right? And then she did Hannah Anderson clothing. And after she did Hannah Anderson clothing, they called Dom put it together. Dom and Keith put it together. They called us and we did Sesame Street with Kaiten. That was like 2013, 2014.
Yes, they did do that. It was an infomercial.
So, that might have been 2015.
I don't know the years. You can't ask me.
You know what I mean? And then she did like 1 or 2 more of the jobs, and we just stopped because she couldn't read yet because we was trying to wait till she learned how to read. Now she's 10. She's learned how to read. We about to jump back in. I just want y'all to jump in the G-Ride with me on that joint. How, you know what I mean, influential they've been in my family's life.
Yeah.
So now moving forward, you know what I mean, boom. You're working. The family's starting to get together. You on Triton, y'all at Triton. Let's go to you wanting to buy your first house. Tell us about that loss you guys took when y'all was trying to buy the first house before you got to this house.
I think you should ask my husband this. This is not really.
You still part of that.
I am a part of it.
What I'm saying, we need to know your pitfalls, your upbringing, everything. That you was a part of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A huge loss on
took
that.
A huge loss.
Yeah.
And then tell us how you got into your other house. So just, I'm saying, make the transition for us.
So met some guys, told us they would do all X, Y, and Z for us. You know what I'm saying? Some scammers.
You met DJ
I don't know nothing about what the source of the homie GL is only from the homie GL.
Allegedly.
You tripping. He's trying to create enemies.
Right?
Nothing about none of that.
So met some scamming ass and they basically took our money on our first house that we were trying to buy. Yeah, and it's crazy because people don't want to talk about that, but that shit is still happening to this day, right? We're talking about it, but that shit's still happening to this day, and that was in 2014.
Right, I want people to know that you're a real person, like you ain't just like you're successful now. Yeah, but it didn't start off like that. We took L's too. We tried.
I'm still taking L's today.
Absolutely.
Today.
But we not gonna get to that yet. Okay. We gonna go from where we at now. So all right, 2014, you trying to get the house, y'all took that L, y'all got scammed. How'd you get the next house?
It was a quick sale. So let me tell you, when like things happen, they happen for a reason, right?
And Triton was nice. I love Triton too.
So Triton was our baby apartment, right? We started in the basement of Triton.
Absolutely.
You remember that? Were you in the basement with us?
No, I remember y'all was at the basement
with us.
No. No, I wasn't at the basement with y'all, but I remember. You know, I knew Keith
way before me.
Before you was with him. So, you know, in our relationship, Tom, you know, me and him we got a weird relationship, but I always say this part right here. When you real friends with somebody, I don't gotta see you for 3 or 4 years.
Absolutely.
When I see you, the love gonna be the same.
Absolutely.
So me and Keith always had that type of relationship. Yeah. And
that's some real shit.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
So before he got, I knew him since 2003, 2004. We was still cool. 2003, 2004, 2005, we was cool.
I didn't meet you until my wedding.
No, that's what I'm about to say. I'm about to get to that. So the situation happened. There's things that happened before you, Dom. So like.
That's neither here nor there.
No, I want to speak about it a little bit. I'm not talking about no women. I'm talking about just like never not talking about. I don't do that. I'm never. This one thing about me. I never ratted on a man that's on this planet ever.
Oh, on this planet.
On this planet ever. Never ratted. So look, let me tell you something. So man, bro. You know, this when I knew Keith really loved me. His niggas from his block, we was having like a little altercation in his car. When he seen me coming I came from the lane, not from the county. I was just getting released from the county. Right, I was getting released from the county, right? And I was walking up, and he seen me. I was walking. He was like, "Oh, jump in the whip."
He was walking home from the county.
I had to call. Yeah, I was walking home from the county. He was like, "Yo, come
like
with me."
the county that's where it's at now.
Yeah, I was trying to get. I was
Wow.
trying to.
He was walking to Irvington.
No, but
Right.
I was walking out. I was just about to walk up to the hood, but I was like, when he's like, "Yo, I ain't taking you to Irvington. Where you want?" I said, "Yo, just drop me to the bus terminal down in Penn Station."
You'll figure it out.
So I'll figure it out. So he seen him. He's like, "You jump in the whip." I seen him at the bus station. He was like, it's my nigga R.I.P. Zelly, Simba, and D Ali in the car. You know what I mean? We get in the car and we start arguing. You know what I mean? We all start arguing, and so it turns into me about to fight three. Him, Zelly, and Simba and D Ali. We about to fight in the car. We about to fight. Keith's like, and Keith love me, but he ain't really like me like that because he always
you don't say.
he talk mad shit. But as
I
him
wonder
being,
why.
I guess him being a man and him fucking with me, he was like, "Yo, bro, if you going shooting the one, bro, y'all not."
That's all you can do.
I can't let y'all jump him.
Yeah.
So whatever, we in and out fighting. I wound up getting inside the train station. And then I don't see the. I speak to him like maybe once a year after that. Maybe like twice a year. And then 2012, 11 or 12. One time we started talking a little bit more. 2011.
We lived close to y'all at that point.
No, yeah, 2011.
Right?
Yeah.
Or maybe
close.
after,
2012, 2011, 12. But 1 year we talking a lot more. We ain't seen each other, but we talking a lot. And we every now and then we seen them coming to his job. We chopping in Patterson. We having a conversation, and then he like, "Yo, come to my wedding, bro." And then that kind of
Is
like,
that how he invited you to our wedding?
yo, but it was like a year
Expensive
before.
wedding.
And I only had. For me and my wife, I had $98 in singles. I'm be honest.
I heard this story.
It's supposed to be
always say that,
I be lying to say it's $150. It wasn't $150. It was $98 in singles. That's all I had. I had to put it
Let
in
me tell you, I
singles to make it
appreciate
look
y'all
like
being
something.
there because it definitely developed our relationship. Like after that, I met him
absolutely.
the very first time at my wedding. I've been married 11 years. It'll be 12 years this year. I met him and his now wife at my wedding.
Right. I knew Keith since 2003. So what year is this? 21 years. You know what I mean? I knew Keith 21
crazy.
years.
That's some crazy shit.
I'm lying, Keith? 21 years. So when my boy had the little coming in with the orange fatigue jacket, cause no nigga face was complete bald.
I met Keith when he had a shirt that said G's up, hoes down.
Oh, yeah, that's 2005. So
Not my boy.
Me and Keith, 2003. Me and Keith, as kids, my dreads was this big. You know what I'm saying? But so, all right, so now we going. Let's go.
That's how we be talking. That's family shit.
That's family shit. So you get lost in translation.
Yeah.
All right, so now we moving forward, bro. You get the house. 2014 or 15? 15. We get the house. We move into the house now. We in a house in East Orange. Boom. Now, this is where shit's starting to change now. You know what I mean? As far as like your mindset, the ideology of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get in the house.
Keith was already an entrepreneur at that point. So
Keith
we were
was
trying to
already an
develop that and
entrepreneur.
figure that part out, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
And you're working. You're still working.
I'm still working.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
Give us that and bring us to where the mindset changed for you. When you started doing the ideology of you doing the entrepreneurship.
The entrepreneurship, yeah. So obviously at that point, I was trying. I love that my son was able to like grow up in this environment, right?
Right.
He was able to go outside, meet new kids, even though that didn't start until later. But he was able to like just
This
be
is a
in
way better spot than Triton.
Trey was crazy. He was able to like just be a kid in that neighborhood. Then he went to school. The school was like literally half a block away. So going back to that's what Louis was talking about. Like I ain't let my son.
Couldn't walk to school by
It's a
himself.
half a block, literally.
It was a half a block away. Nah, that's my baby. Okay, so I was literally in that transition with my husband becoming an entrepreneur. So remember I said that was the first person I was able to touch who was a real entrepreneur. A real entrepreneur. Like
100%.
Like didn't work anywhere else. Like no 9 to 5. No, it got crazy now. It was months the money wasn't coming in. I'm like, all right, how we about to make this shit?
Right.
But that was the first entrepreneur I actually saw that showed me like, oh, it really can't happen, because when the money come in, it comes in.
It come the fuck in.
Like there might be like drought months where you like, but now that was showing us like how to plan for those months where we knew we weren't going to make any money, right? And it was just dependent on me and who had a 9-to-5 and all that shit. So my thought plan was like, okay, it's hard to adjust because a lot of the times it was just on me.
Absolutely.
It was just on me. And think about that at 20, I wasn't 30 yet, because Keith turned 30 when we moved there. So I was 28, 29.
Right.
And that's a lot for a young woman who didn't have a plan for her future and didn't know what that would look like, right? To say, okay, how are we going to figure this out? So I'm going to fast forward a little bit, because when he was developing his plan, I was like sort of like done with my career. I was done.
Yeah,
I was literally like I was at my wit's end. Like I was coming home drained. It was times where Caden wasn't able to like see me. I missed his kindergarten graduation. His second, I missed that. So I was like, yo, I'm done. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Keith introduced us to Rising Tide Capital. So Rising Tide Capital is like this really good network in New Jersey where if you're a first-time entrepreneur or you're trying to figure it out in life and like you want to own a business but you don't know where to start, you don't know where to go, they helped us. So our wedding planner, right? She was part of Rising Tide Capital, and she kept telling us like, she kept telling Keith, because I wasn't in it at that time, like, you need to do this, and then I went to an info session with him. And at that point, I was still working. I was like, yeah, it's time for me to leave.
Right.
I can figure this shit out on my own. And I literally had my steps on how I was going to leave that corporate job that was really paying the bills, right? And figure it out.